Today I'll be sharing my review of my Givenchy Antigona. This is the size small, so I'm going to go through the features, what fits inside, some pros and cons, buying tips, modeling shots, so let's just get right into it. This is the size small. I don't remember the name of the shade because I've had this bag for a while, but it is pink with the silver hardware, the big zipper on the top. On the bottom of the bag it has these like little platforms instead of feet. Quite a good size. It has this kind of dome shape. It has the top handles and a strap that can be attached. With the strap you have this little notch here. The notch of this just slides into the notch on the hardware here, and you just do it on both sides. It has two top handles and a really big zipper on the top. If I open up the bag I can show you. It has two open pockets in the front here, a smaller one and a bigger one, and a zip pocket in the back. But for the most part, it's just a big giant hole. This is just a fabric material. It says Givenchy across the front here. It has a nice structured style. If you keep it stuffed while you're not using it, it will keep its shape for a long time, and I'm just careful not to overstuff the inside so it doesn't get any warps. But it's a pretty amazing bag. I've had this for a long time. It still looks quite good. I want to go through the pros and the cons of this bag. One big pro is that if it's a ton, if you're commuting or you have a lot of things you need to take with you in a day, this is such a good everyday bag. I will say I don't find it super heavy for the amount of leather that's here. It's definitely not as light as like a Neverfull tote, but for a structured day bag that's great for work, I highly recommend this bag. Another pro is that it does come with a detachable strap, and I feel like the drop is pretty good. You'll see on the modeling shots later that it's just a good support to have in case it does get a little heavy in your hand. So I really love having this strap. The older models I know have straps where you cannot detach them. I'm so glad that you can detach this one, because sometimes I do just want to carry it in the hand like this. Even though it's not as long as like a crossbody strap you would find for smaller handbags, it's nice to have because any handbag this size, when you pack it full of stuff, can get heavy throughout the day, so it's very nice to have that option. Another pro is the very subtle branding here. It just says Givenchy, really small. It's not covered in loud logos. If you want, you can just flip it to the back. No one can see any logos at all. So this is such a great understated bag for work. I wouldn't recommend this color for work, but in a brown or a black, this would make a great daily work bag. It's quite understated, looks professional and structured, and really adds to any outfit. Another pro to this bag is I feel that it's personally a timeless bag. This used to be such a big trend bag, but you still see people wearing it. It still makes an outfit look great. It's one of those examples of a bag that turned from a trend bag to a more timeless bag. Always some type of Antigona in the Givenchy collection every season in some color or another. So I really think that this is a good investment bag that doesn't date itself too much. You can't tell if you got the black one this year or from 5 years ago. So a few cons of this bag. One for mine personally is the light color. For such a daily style that can pack a lot of stuff, I find myself having to fuss over it because it is a light color that is subject to color transfer very easily. So I have to be careful what I wear with it, and I feel like a black one or a dark color would be more suitable because of the size for everyday use, because a black one, it can take a lot more of a beating than a color like this. I'll try to show you. I hope it shows up on camera. I see the color has rubbed off a little bit here because that is the part that rubs against the body the most from the handles. So if you're going for a light color, that is something to be aware of. It's very hard to take care of such a light color in this bag, but that does not deter me from recommending this as a good work bag. I just would recommend a different color. Another con is that it's a big bottomless pit. When you put your stuff in here, if you don't put little pouches to organize your things, like a makeup pouch, I use a mini pochette for all my teeny tiny bits, there's not much organization. Yes, there's a few pockets, like your phone can fit in one pocket, maybe your lipstick in the other, and some other stuff in the zip pocket. One of those that you'll find yourself doing this number, trying to find your key and stuff like that. So If you're gonna go for this bag, I highly recommend getting some small pouches to organize your things inside. They don't have to be expensive. I'll link a few little options from Amazon below that are very affordable. But if you are looking for some more designer ones, Louis Vuitton is a great one that does pouches in different sizes. Something that's kind of a pro and a con is the zipper pull. It's amazing for getting the zipper done easily, but because this is a light pink, it shows the marks so much. I almost wish this was a metal piece instead of a leather piece. Metal one you could clean much easier than this like leather in the bright color. So that's something to be aware of with the zipper, that this will show marks over time, especially if you're not careful about makeup on your hands and, you know, if you have something sticky on your fingers and then you go to like pull this can get very dirty. Overall, it's just one of those kind of bags that like I have to really look for cons because I just enjoy it so much. And even the pros, like it's not like, oh my god, it's amazing at this and that. It's just a good bag. Never really consider selling this. I actually want to add a black mock croc in the same size, but I plan to use that for travel and I'm not really traveling right now, so I'm gonna wait to add that later on in the future. But it's a good bag. It's one that I see the point of having in any collection, and if you're looking for a very professional work bag, this in black, I think you cannot go wrong. I want to talk about should you buy new or should you buy pre-loved and my general buying tips for the Givenchy Antigona. I 100% think that you should buy this bag pre-loved. The new price for it is $2,290 US, I believe. You can easily find something around $1,500 in a good condition. Some of the more popular colors, maybe $1,700, but still, like, you could save at least $500 on this bag if you buy it pre-loved, and you can find them in pretty good condition. One thing I want to caution you about buying this bag pre-loved, and something you need to look out for, is structure wear. So usually the website will list the condition of the item and more specifics. Read all those specifics, look at the pictures. This is how it should be shaped. It should have this nice pyramid shape here, and on the front it should be nice and curved and nothing dented in. If you see the bag has any dents where it's not supposed to, that is structure wear, and that's something I really recommend staying away from because it means that the bag has not been cared for properly. When you store this bag, you should stuff it. You can stuff it with bubble wrap or empty dust bags, or if you have packaging from when you've ordered a package like paper or something, you can put the paper inside. But if someone has not taken care of this bag properly and it has structure wear, it's just going to get worse over time. It's not going to get better. So please, please stay away from that. It's really going to show to everyone when you wear it that it is quite a damaged bag. If you do want to go for one of these new, or maybe there's a limited edition color or something like that, if you travel a bit, well, I know we're not really traveling a lot right now, but if you're watching this after the world has gone back to where we're traveling again, I do recommend getting this bag in the UK or Europe. If you're not a resident there, most countries you can get the VAT return when you leave the airport, so the price comes down a little bit more from the US price, where you would have sales tax on top of that price. That's one good way to buy this bag, or you can wait for a multi-brand sale. A lot of these multi-brand online stores carry this bag, so when they have their sales, some colors will pop up on sale. So that's another great way to get this bag. For me, I do think even buying this in the boutique, it's still quite a fair price for a designer bag, especially for how much bag you're getting for your money. If you were to get a Chanel this size, it would cost you 4 times as much, if not 5 to 6 times as much. So Givenchy is still a well-priced brand in terms of quality for the amount of bag that you get when it comes to designer bags. I wouldn't say that buying it new is bad, but if you do want to get the best deal, I do think pre-loved is a good way to go for this. I brought you in a little bit closer and I removed the strap, but I went ahead and packed this full of a bunch of stuff. It's pretty heavy, but I'm gonna show you what fits in. There's actually more room in this bag, but I couldn't think of any more things that I would want to put in here, so I'll just show you what's in here. This is like a 500 ml water bottle, like a regular one, so I just wanted to show you that that fits. My iPad in there. I have a small notebook. my wallet, which I actually did buy to match this, but much later after I bought the bag. My mini pochette to keep my small bits and things. A sunglass case. My phone, this is a Samsung Note 9. It's quite large. I'm gonna run out of room on this tiny table. Liquid lipstick and a small perfume. I even put some snacks in here just to show you if you were gonna commute or something. A powder compact. I don't really carry much other makeup than a lipstick and a compact to reapply throughout the day. And then I have a hand sanitizer, of course, and my keys. So that all fit in there perfectly. I had more room for more little things. I think this is a fair representation of like if you have some work type of things and you need to commute and bring more things with you, you can fit quite a bit in this. But to be quite honest, I never really have like my iPad and my notebook with me. So the biggest thing I might carry is a water bottle, and I think that's much better for me because then it makes the bag much lighter. It can fit all my daily essentials, but if you need to commute and bring more, it can also fit that too. Reference, I'm about 5'6" tall and I wear a UK 10 or 12. So this is the bag. You can put it on the crook of your arm like this. It's such a nice size, like it's not too big, but like it's nice to have this option to stick your arm through. You can carry it in the hand as well. It fits really nicely, and because these handles are rounded, it's quite comfortable in the hand. And then your next option is to use the strap and put it on your shoulder. It doesn't really fit crossbody. I use this method when I'm finding the bag too heavy throughout the day and I just need to mix it up from here, or if I want to just throw it on my shoulder, you know, look at something, pay for something, and I usually end up putting it kind of behind like this. So it's very convenient if you want to be hands-free. But my favorite way to carry it is probably in the crook of my arm like this. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you found this video informative. I love this bag and I hope that this video helped you if you're considering adding it to your collection as well. Comment down below any questions you have and I'll be happy to answer them there. Please consider subscribing if you like this video and you want to see more videos like this on luxury handbags and fashion, and follow me on Instagram to see how I style my bags and wear them in my daily life. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!